It is Monday, February 7th. It is 11:11, now 11:12. My name is Jenna Mammina. This is 11:11 with Jenna. I'm here 7 days, 7 nights, 14 times a week. 14 times a week at 11:11 a.m. and 11:11 p.m. Eastern Time, wherever I am, unless things change. But right now, that's what's happening. I am going to go to my page on Facebook, say hello to anybody that's there. Let's see. Hello, April Bruce. How are you? I am going to do a little business here. If you've never been to the show before, welcome. If you are watching it right now, thank you very much for being here live. If you're watching it later on Facebook, you're going to get some fun information tonight because tonight is Monday Night Movie Club. That's right. So we're doing a little, like I said, I'm doing a little bit of business right here up at the top. I edit the post and I put in a little info about the show and can't spell Monday Night Movie Club. And if you are watching it here, thank you. And if you'd like to know more about how you can show your appreciation for 11:11 with Jenna, there are generous ways of doing so. Venmo at Jenna-Mammina, paypal.me/Jenna Sings, patreon.com/Jenna Mammina, my P.O. Box. I have Zelle. It's all there, all right now. And if you're watching it on YouTube at privacy, public, now you can share and like the show. If you're watching it on YouTube, thank you very much. Every single one of the shows that are on YouTube, I thank my friend William D. Lindemann for transporting them from Facebook to YouTube. And there are over 1,100. And we are coming up on a 2-year anniversary on March 24th. It's going to be here before you know it. If you want to come on and hang out on the show, you know what you have to do. I am sharing this show right now on my business page like so, and I'll sing while I do it. Monday night is the right time, the right place, right here, right now. Who's here? What's going on? I know Julie Luce is here. Thank you, Julie Luce. I'm trying to get on and see the comments, and it won't let me see who's here. April Bruce, William D, Julie Luce, Bonnie B, Mama Grace, and a couple others. Very cool. We have 2 people waiting in the waiting room. I'm not sure, Patty. Let me just text Patty really quick. P-A-T-T-I. I have lots of P-A-T-T-I's in my life. Are you coming on the show tomorrow morning? ? Tomorrow morning, sometimes we bake with Patty. I made some really good, well, it wasn't good at first. I made some cornbread. And instead of putting water or any other kind of liquid, sometimes I put yogurt, sometimes I put melted butter. Yesterday I put veggie broth. And when I ate it today, I went, not so good. But then I toasted it in the air fryer like a biscotti. Forget about it. Forget about it. It was awesome. And then I made some oatmeal cookies with, vegan oatmeal cookies with chia and flax and a couple other things and cinnamon. But so I was just trying to see if Patty's going to be here, but maybe as the night progresses, we will do so. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 people have entered, and I am going to ladies and gentlemen, come on in. Zoom user and April. Hi there. Suzanne. Hello.
Hello. I always forget to unmute.
Unmute and please play when if you know you're going to be coming on the show. This is something that I've been trying to ask people. When you know you're coming on, let people know in your page that you're going to be on the show, and then maybe they'll jump on too, and we have a bigger party. Trying to make the party last a little bit longer now, a little bit longer now, ladies and gentlemen. Door number 3. Stacy in the house. Hello. No Patty yet. I will try. Oh, Patty said she'll try to be on tomorrow. So I'm going to share the show. How's it going, Suzanne? Are you unmuted? Don't think so. Unmute. Unmute thyself. Unmute. Unmute thyself. Hello? How's it going, Stacy?
Hanging in there, tired and wondering what is up in the alley.
Whoa.
Here we go.
Whoa. Couldn't tell you if I tried.
What's the alley?
Oh,
It's
it's
just
you don't
place
even
down
want
the
to know,
street.
Suzanne.
Okay.
Place down the street.
Is it downtown?
Yeah.
It
It's
is.
a club. It's a club downtown.
Oh. Oh, well, you know how clubs are.
Well,
How you
it's
doing,
a
April?
party in a car, party in a van.
Yeah. I passed a few of those on my way from Mendocino County back to Whidbey Island, Washington. Jenna would know the towns I would talk about. Drunks out on the street, police backing into me. I just wanted to stop for gas. Anyway, sorry, guys.
Well,
No.
the party happens every day. It's a party every day in the alley.
Yeah, every night.
Oh, well. Party on.
How's it going, April? Staying warm
Okay.
over there?
Do what?
Are you staying warm over there?
A little bit, off and on. I'm just tired.
Hi, April.
We don't
Hi,
have to.
Susan.
We can make this a short. Yay,
Ah.
Zoomers. Hey, Rob. Hey, William. We can do a short. We can just talk a little bit about last week's movies. What did you watch, Suzanne?
Well, I thought we had to do this Tinder swindler thing. So I thought that was the one. So I just watched it, and what can I say? I would rather have you ladies talk about it. I mean, I'm not really into reality crime shows, you know. I like fiction. So what do you, Stacy, why did you recommend that, babe?
It was actually a joke. Because
okay.
it popped up as an advertisement.
No, you're talking about a different movie.
Yeah,
Tinder
but
swindler.
Well,
Are you talking about
wasn't
Tinder
it supposed to
swindler,
be
Suzanne?
Yes.
romantic
am.
comedies? Oh, I got it.
it was a
I thought you were
joke.
talking about Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, because you said you watched that and you didn't really care for that.
No, I didn't say that. I said it was good, but not great.
Yeah, it's
But,
good, not great. Agree.
Yeah. I love Tina Fey. I mean, finally they really got down to it, but I thought it was very tongue in cheek about journalists. You know, in fact, I remember real journalists that had similar incidences happening to them, that they sort of did Saturday Night Live stuff off of, you know.
Yeah.
But it was also serious. I mean, it was interesting, you know.
It was different.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Taylor, what did you, I'm sorry, Taylor. April, what did you watch? Did you watch Tinder Swindler?
Yes. Well, because remember, we had talked about that Starling and the Holiday also, and I had already watched those. So I figured I was good to go if we talked about those. So we watched Tinder Swindler. It was hard for me to watch.
Yeah, I mean, come on, girls.
I was just like messing with my phone and watching it, and Mike was like, well, don't you want to just see what happens to him, or,
Oh, I thought the
so it's
editing
kind of
was
half
brilliant.
watching it.
But nothing
Um,
happens to him. Did you read the
Yeah.
end?
Yes,
I
yeah,
know.
I did go through to the end. But like I said,
So
it was
did
half
I.
in, and you
Yeah.
could still know what was going on, even if you were like messing with your phone. And but it just, the hard thing for me is, again, this is for fun, right? These movies, because everybody's different, right? I tend to be too logical at times. So when I was watching it, I'm like, what the heck? Hasn't anybody seen that Liam Neeson movie, Taken? It's like, oh yeah, like, this guy is really cute, and he's like, oh, and he wants to meet me, and you're gonna jump on a plane. I'm just like,
I know.
just
It was
got,
like out of I couldn't, yeah. But
yeah, I just got
and
too serious about it, and then I was like, I would so
yeah,
hit my daughters over the head if they met somebody like that.
and I'm a
why
quarter
to keep giving
Norwegian.
them money?
Yeah.
You
April, I'm
never
a
know who your
quarter
daughters are going to meet.
Norwegian. So I didn't appreciate that they showed two Scandinavian women being taken like that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah.
The third was my favorite, the third lady. So I
Great.
tried to think romantic. There was
Oh, yeah.
romance.
I
mean,
like her. Yeah.
Oh, it's total rom-com.
there
Total
was
rom-com.
romance. It was
Yeah, the
false
one
romance.
slept with him on the first night. There's
I
romance
know.
for you.
Hi,
Yeah,
Julia.
there's the romance. And then there was comedy when she showed the third lady sold all of his clothes.
Oh
Awesome.
yeah, I
There was
liked
the
her
comedy.
best. I just liked her the best because she swore funny. I liked her accent when she'd swear.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what was interesting is that this show was created by the same person who, I don't know if anybody saw, and it was so disturbing. I had to literally turn my head
You're not
and
going to
close
talk
my
about that one, are you?
well,
No,
it's the same. Don't
Ah!
F with cats. Yeah, it was just so disturbing. But it's the same creator. So it's interesting. Now we're all, a little bit older, just a little. And we're not of, the Tinder, my stepson, they all do the internet dating and Tinder and
I've done
what
it.
have you. So
I've marketed a lot on Tinder for my music.
it's novel, and or I think I don't know. There's some pretty wild stuff that I hear. We have a friend who is on Tinder, and we hear some crazy stuff. They'll fly to a different city, and I'm like, what if they're insane? Yeah, I know, but it's and the stories I've heard are just, not that far off. But has anyone seen this? Reminded me of Dirty John, which I told Jenna to watch. It was like, have you ladies not seen Dirty John? It's from a podcast, Dirty John, and it's a true story. I'm not going to tell you how it ends because I told Jen. It's got Connie Britton in it, who was in White Lotus, and it was unbelievable. The podcast was great, but they have a Netflix series, so it kind of reminded me of that. And they could have made it like a Dirty John series, but it was, my husband even watched it, and he was like, how could I think his main thought was, how could especially the first one, be so naive? And I said, well, she wanted to believe. She really wanted to believe. And if you're not in that world where you don't have money, some people just get taken in, I guess. I don't know. After the first time,
Taken in by his billionaire and his cars,
and he looked legitimate. They did searches on him, and he had so many followers on Twitter, and
But what does that? What does that teach these young women?
It teaches
Don't
them,
go after the dough.
Yeah, exactly. Or stay off. Don't go in a jet with somebody that you met on Tinder.
Why in the world?
Yeah.
I love
I
practice.
mean, I've been on some pretty amazing dates, and I've been on jets, but I wouldn't do that. Like, meet somebody on the street and then go get in a plane with them.
Yeah, come on, Jenna. What did you think of it?
Oh,
See, that's where my logical side just went.
I thought it was well done. I thought the editing was great. I thought there was humor interjected. I love the way they did all the different little editing with movies and how they use their phone and different things. I felt sorry for the girls, but at the same time, I'm like, come on.
Get
Hello.
alive. Yeah.
I think that people play out when they've been wounded growing up. They have to play out these things with other people. And this is a good example of somebody, I don't know what happened with him when he grew up, but he must have been deeply hurt by something. And he's looking for people to play this out with. And there'll be a certain number of people who will go along with it. It's sad. It's really sad.
I don't understand why he wasn't convicted and why he didn't stay
Exactly.
in prison after all
He
that
was convicted. He was convicted.
I know, but he was like slapped on the wrist and then back out at it.
Out he's doing it again. Yeah.
Yeah. Now they let him out because of COVID. And I kind of looked into it. And that was their main rationale, was because he was not a violent offender. It was only a 15-month sentence. So they let him out due to the pandemic. So that's why he got out. But then we started thinking, my husband and I were both attorneys. So we started thinking of all the, crimes that he committed.
Yeah, against these women in civil suits, but
yeah,
he doesn't have any money.
I mean, it's crazy. But why, when he forged the pay stubs,
right.
Why they didn't go after him? And fraud, we kind of thought, well, these women, they gave him the money. Yes, they were duped, but they voluntarily gave it. Yeah. And then I wondered why they didn't file bankruptcy. So then I started looking at bankruptcy laws in those countries, and they're so much different than our bankruptcy laws. And my husband started to get annoyed because we practice a lot of bankruptcy, and he didn't want to hear about bankruptcy in other countries. But it was actually interesting. It was very interesting.
That one woman, she took out hundreds of thousands of dollars.
250,000. 250.
I mean, but at what point? I mean, ding, ding, ding.
I know.
I had, like I said, my logical side just had a hard time dealing with that.
It's sad. And they were attractive women, which makes it, I mean, not that you have to be attractive, but I can't imagine why they couldn't, they felt that, I don't know, is it low self-esteem that makes you do that? The second one didn't have any romantic interest, but
she was having fun, but
yeah, but I just don't understand why they did that. And my question is for Mr. Tinder Swindler, which he's saying he's going to have his side next, did he feel anything for any of them? Was it all a con, or was he attached to any of his victims?
I'm sure he wasn't. Yeah,
I don't think so.
I'm with Suzanne.
But were there a few that he was attached to? And there were so many, but
well, probably the one he had an oopsie with and had a 2-year-old.
Yeah, and that was a little unclear as to how
is
far
that
her
really
involvement.
true, or was she just carrying her own baby?
Part of the con.
What was that all about?
Yeah,
it was part of the con.
The interesting
thing that was a con.
What was so interesting to me is how brilliant he was at portraying this. Absolutely brilliant. But you know what? Behind it, there was nothing. He didn't do anything. He didn't accomplish anything. He's not about anything. It was all a con. It's real.
And the money, he should have invested it. And instead he used it for clothing and parties.
Clothes too. I'm like,
he wanted to have fun, man. Yeah.
I don't think he was capable of investing it. He just, this is what he had to play out. He had to play this out. This is in order to heal somehow,
So you think it was a psychological problem from maybe his childhood? And
it's always his childhood.
Yeah, I didn't think about that part.
William, I can't. You are really analyzing this guy.
I'm with nothing there. There was nothing there. There's
I
nothing
couldn't
there.
analyze it that hard.
He was
Yeah,
a
I mean,
nobody,
I don't
perfect
care
nobody.
about us. Yeah, a lot of us
Absolute
have had
nobody.
issues in our lives, but we don't go around doing that.
Sociopath. That's what I call it, somewhat of
Yeah.
a sociopath, where you have
Yes.
Totally.
Yes.
you're not capable
Yes.
of any emotion. And
Yeah.
when he was leaving the messages for my hero at the end, they
Wasn't
were,
she good? Yeah.
she was fabulous. She was
She
great.
wanted to nail him at the Prague airport.
I know.
I've been to Prague. Just nail that dude at the airport. Yeah.
She's so excited. I hope they get some sort of deals, or can
Yeah.
at least make
Yeah.
something of this. But
Right.
I couldn't believe the first lady when at the end they asked if she's on Tinder. Oh yes, I'm still
Yeah.
on
I
Tinder.
know.
Wait a
Yes, I
minute,
still
Stacy.
believe.
Why can't you believe that when she was all into, I want my prince to come? I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
I know. It was so disappointing.
He was
but
all about that. Yeah.
she wasn't jaded after all that.
Yes,
a
she believed
nervous
in love.
breakdown. She
Yeah,
still
but she's
believes
still
in love.
doing the same thing, and he's
Sort
still
of a
doing the
naive.
same thing.
Yeah.
They're both
True.
doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Good point, William.
Haven't
Very
changed.
good point.
What was your point? I'm sorry, I was waving to Bill. Hi, Bill. What?
They're both doing the same thing, continuing. He's doing the same thing after prison, and she's doing the same thing.
That's true. They didn't
They
learn
have
their
to play
lesson.
this out. They're just playing this out. Something is missing in their lives, and
Well,
yeah.
they're working it out somehow.
I'm glad
Well,
y'all
maybe-
watched it.
And incidentally,
We
I want to give
did.
a shout out to Leanne. My background. Remember, she had a blurred image Sunday morning.
Yeah.
So I looked into that settings and I found this. So
Great one. I know
Thank you,
exactly
Leanne.
where that is.
Yeah.
I have stood right there many
I'm
times
sure.
in my life.
yeah,
So,
I
Stacy,
ran out
did
of
you
gas
see?
right there once, so I stood there for a long time one day.
I don't know what you guys. Stacy, did you see Starling?
I did. I watched that, and
What
I
did you
thought
think?
it was really lovely, and
Was
it
it?
was just
Yeah.
such a. I mean, it was deep. It was. The best part was when the starling in the nest, when she finally,
Oh
found the
my
nest.
God.
And
yeah.
the little baby's sock that was in the nest. It was just so touching. And I loved Kevin Kline too. So I
Yeah.
thought it was really a sweet movie. It was
Yeah.
real. It was raw. And
It was raw and real. Yeah.
I loved it. I loved it.
And if you want to see her in another real thing instead of straight comedy, she does some movie about a female writer. I'll
Oh,
email.
yes.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean, Jenna?
Yes, that's an incredible movie.
In New York.
Wow.
Yeah. That's so heavy duty.
What is it? What's her
Let's
name?
find the name of that.
Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah, but
Melissa
so
McCarthy.
I think she was even nominated
Oh man, that's a brilliant movie.
for a SAG award on that. So look
I'll
at
watch that.
Melissa.
Called,
It's biographical.
it's
about
intense.
a known writer.
I watched that on a plane once.
You
You
guys
called
should.
Can You Forgive Me?
Is that what it's called?
Yes. And
It's so good.
I'm on the plane going, oh, cool, Melissa McCarthy. I'm gonna watch this fun movie with her. Oh my God.
No. Wasn't that great?
It was fabulous. Everything.
movie.
The vet, and all these people, and the vet too, Kevin Kline.
Oh,
Oh, back on that. Yeah.
He
And-
was great. He was great in it. And it was funny too. So,
and
but it was
wearing the things on their
the
head.
helmets, I know. And the garden was nice because it was symbolic of,
Yeah.
their loss, and that they
Right.
were able to come back together and
Yeah.
and heal. And that's what the garden portrayed to me, was healing.
Oh, it was so lovely that way.
It was.
The way they just stayed there and dealt with the bird thing and, dealt with the mental health issue and
It was
dealt
great.
with, yeah.
Yeah, it was good. I couldn't get into Holiday. Sorry, April. I saw it for about 10 minutes and I went, My brain just
Oh, no,
Didn't
you had to watch, yeah.
no.
you
I've
have
lived
to-
the holiday. I don't. I just it was a little too
I didn't try that one. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to, it's
I'm
another
in
one
that
of
world,
those
and it's
that
a
at the
little
beginning, you're kind of not sure, and the more you watch it, the funnier it gets.
yeah. I watched the whole. I watched majority of it, and I think I was cooking or something during it, but
It's
not
it's a
mine.
light movie, and
Yeah.
you know, maybe something when you want to watch Christmas movies, or although that Kristen Chenoweth, I'm telling you, her voice just it drives me mad. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
It's
And the
horrible.
back sound. Is that a
I hate
genre? What is
that.
that? Which one are we talking about, Rich? Which
Kristen
one is?
Chenoweth, she's in it, and
No.
I think she was on Broadway too,
It was the aunt.
not too
Yeah.
long ago. So I
She's
couldn't
pretty
get past the
famous.
voice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, let's move on to time traveling for this week.
Oh, hey, I didn't look anything up. What do you guys have?
Well, you know what's funny is before last week, when you started talking, I had written down some. And one of them that I wrote down happened to be a time travel movie. And Mike and I had watched one that was a time travel movie. So it was kind of cool when you brought that up because I already had some in mind.
What? Tell us.
Huh?
What are they?
Oh, yeah, what are they? Well, one of them that Mike and I had watched was Midnight in Paris.
I
Great.
love
Oh, yeah.
Midnight in Paris.
I love
I will just say in that one, at first I wasn't sure and Mike was all in, but it's really cool because the way they did it, it takes you way back,
It's
in
Woody
history.
Allen. Yeah.
Great.
And
Love Woody Allen.
I
The
forgot
Midnight in
about that.
Paris.
That's a great
is he in
film.
it? Woody Allen?
Yes,
Yeah,
it
no.
Owen Wilson's in it,
He
Yeah,
directed
Woody Allen
it.
created it.
Yeah.
Directed it.
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Yeah.
And
And
then
that's one of
I forgot.
isn't that one of Woody Allen's latest movies? I know he did a series that was great, but
Yeah. Towards the end. Yeah.
yeah, Midnight in Paris though had that Owen Wilson, and I wasn't sure because it was kind of love story like, and with his character I thought it was going to be odd, but just the whole the historical part when they
Beautiful.
travel back, I guess I'll just say there's he gets picked up by an old car like every night as he's trying to write, and he just goes back, and it's just really cool how he goes back. So that one I had already seen, and it's really cool. And then another one we were looking into is that Long Story Short. I can't even think now. I've looked at so many, but that one last week when I had researched, I think he's the one that every so often, like he jumps ahead. Is it 12 years or 12 months or something?
What is
Oh.
it?
Like his memory. So, or he's behind. Now I can't remember if he's behind or he jumps ahead. So there's like a memory lapse in what's
And
going on.
When was that made, April?
I can't see. Yeah, he fast forwards 12 years, but I can't
I'm-
remember. I'm almost thinking it was a more recent years, because I think it was in the trending, like current trends on Netflix.
Well, there's been a
The-
few that
And what
have
is it
done
called one
that
more time,
thing.
April? Long story
It's
short.
Long Story Short.
There's two of them that were made, one in 2021 and one in 2015. So which one?
I don't
How
know.
is their
Like
fashion?
when you're scrolling through Netflix trying to find something to watch, they have one. I think it's like this past year, movies from this past year or something that they have on there, and
So it must be the newer one.
yeah, I'm gonna say it's a newer one. It
Oh,
didn't look like
the
an old
newer
movie.
one. It's the newer one from 2021.
Yeah,
Long
I
story
don't-
short.
I don't remember if this
yeah,
one
and it's
was
something about this guy's brain like fast forwards 12 years at a time.
Every few minutes, he's jumping forwards to the next year of his life.
Yeah.
There's
Wow.
one from 2021, and it's got, I don't know who any of the actors are.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
But it got a,
2021.
it looks like it got a 6.5 out of 10 on IMDb and 50% Rotten Tomatoes. And it's looks like kind of a lighthearted movie. So that's at least what I just see from a cursory review.
Well, I don't know. Has anybody seen The Astronaut's Wife?
Yes.
But I don't remember if that's time travel. I don't think it is.
It's a great
Not really,
movie.
it's more just happening then. I picked out a couple.
Okay.
Yours sounded good too, Jenna.
Yeah.
What's that?
The one I know you mentioned last night, and I looked into it. Look, it sounded really interesting.
Lazaro Felice.
Yes.
It's on Netflix.
Oh,
Lazaro Felice.
I need to look that
Now,
one up.
didn't you mention that About Time also?
Yeah, she did
Uh-huh.
last week. About Time.
Well, About Time, yes, About Time and Lazaro Felice. Those are my 2 time traveling for the week. There was another one I had too. The Lazaro Felice sounds really sweet. It's there's the little part of it is pure-hearted teen Lazaro is content living as a sharecropper in rural Italy, but an unlikely friendship with the Marchese's son will change his world. Was there another one
Yeah.
too?
There's
About
one
Time.
I had with Meg. What's her name? Meg, the blonde.
Meg
Meg
Ryan?
Ryan?
Yeah, Meg Ryan. But it's years ago. And Hugh Jackman. And he comes from the past. It's a romance. It's a romantic. Do you remember that, Jenna? It was really good. Again, I think New York City. Look up Meg Christian, Hugh Jackman. But
Meg
I don't know
Ryan.
if it's. I mean Meg Ryan.
I
Not Meg.
actually ran into Hugh Jackman and his wife once. It's called
Oh.
Kate and Leopold.
Yes,
Oh, yeah, I saw
Yeah,
that. That was
That's
cute.
cute.
but I don't know if that's on Netflix, and I'm supposed to check. I know.
It
So-
probably isn't. That's the problem with a lot of the really,
Well,
really
Yeah, but that was a
travel-
cool movie. Remember that, Jenna?
That's a fun movie. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I think the pirate booty comment is in that movie too.
Yeah,
Somehow.
that was fun.
Clearly, I'm stuck in adolescence and recommending hot tub time machine.
Yeah.
No. Just
Is that on Netflix
That's
though?
so
I mean,
photographic.
It doesn't. I was trying to be on Netflix because I think most people have Netflix.
Yeah.
But you know,
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
just trying to.
I've seen Hot Tub Time Machine. It's not for
I've been
everybody.
in a hot tub.
I'd like to be in a hot tub right now, but
So cold.
Yeah.
I know. What is the temperature?
yeah, but not that one. That one, it's funny, but it's not for everyone.
Oh,
And I guess I didn't see it on
Well,
Netflix.
apparently Rich Couchet
It's on HBO
likes
Max.
hot tub.
Kate and Leopold.
oh,
Kate
too
Leopold's
bad.
on HBO Max.
Oh, well, then we could watch it
Would
again.
like that. We could watch it on HBO Max.
Yeah,
I might
I
watch
love
that
that.
again.
I want to watch
I
it.
think if you like that, I think you'll enjoy About Time, Suzanne.
Okay.
About Time, it's British and it's sweet, and that one guy who's the guy that's the old rocker in the Christmas, and he's trying to that one Christmas one that we really like a lot.
Love Actually.
Yeah, and he's the old rocker.
Yes,
Oh.
that looks like somebody I showed you a picture of.
Yes, he is in About
Oh.
Time,
Okay.
Okay.
but I can't think of who he is. And
Neither
the other
can
one, the
I.
Lazaro movie, I found it because I like.
Yeah.
I
That
like.
one
I don't have a
good.
notepad in front of me. I want to
Oh,
remember
let's
that.
type him out. Let's see.
Yeah.
Lazaro
Is-
Felice is Lazarro Felice.
What country is that from, darling?
Well, it takes place in Italy, but I don't know. It's a female director.
I was going to say Italy. Yeah.
It's also on Amazon Video.
All right.
I don't understand how they do that. Sometimes it's on Netflix, sometimes it's on Amazon, and sometimes
Jenna,
it's on
Jenna,
both
I have
platforms.
it. There's a film called Happy as Lazaro. Is that it?
Same thing, yes.
Okay, that's on Netflix. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm here to dumb things down. Rich is here to dumb things down. Okay, think of a dumbed. Well, Bill and Ted's Wild Adventure.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Adventure.
I
Whatever.
don't have any marijuana. Otherwise, have I?
We're in Washington State, girl. You can just roll down the hill and get whatever you want.
How about Somewhere in Time? Takes place in Mackinac Island.
So sweet.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's so many,
Places
and a
There
lot
are.
of them are romantic. The time
See,
traveling.
we were covering, and then
Yeah.
there's the Time Traveler's Wife. Have any of you read the book or
Read
seen
the
it?
Oh.
book, saw the
Yeah.
movie.
I've heard
Yeah,
about it.
or
Wasn't that one sad though?
Oh, it's horribly sad.
Yeah.
And it takes place in South Haven, Michigan.
Oh,
Oh,
does
really?
it?
Yeah,
I never knew that.
it
Really?
starts out.
and what about
Haven-
that long series in Scotland, Outlander?
Yes,
Island.
Outlander.
I
Love
can't,
that.
I
Yeah.
can't get into
Yeah.
Outlander.
I love it.
Is it too? You don't like it? So
I'd rather
Yeah.
watch Shameless.
You got to
I
give
kind
it
of
another
know what
shot,
you mean.
Jenna.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You got to give it another
I
shot.
can't. I tried. Grace and I tried a couple times. I know.
My mom, she
What
tried
was that one?
a few and she
Outlander.
loved it.
Outlander. Dave Love told me months ago, you gotta watch Outlander, and then everybody's, you gotta, and I'm like, no, I'd rather watch Ozark.
Ozark. Oh my God. I finished it.
You did.
Did you?
I did. And
It's not
my
over yet. We have
7
part
more.
2.
I know.
the-
It was
yeah.
jaw dropping. I'm
Yeah.
going to have slack jaw because it was every episode. It's
I
like-
know. Why didn't they let us finish?
I
Oh,
know.
that's true.
Now
we
we've got-
talked about 12 Monkeys. We were
12
talking
Monkeys was great.
Oh
Right.
yeah, that's
Frequency. Remember Frequency from like the 80s? That was kind of cool.
oh yeah.
He
But
picks
I
up.
saw 12 Monkeys at least
Great.
twice. Yeah, yeah.
It's a great one. So's
Yeah.
Looper. Source Code is with Jake Gyllenhaal. I like more
Right.
of a sci-fi, time travel, and
I love
Interstellar. Interstellar was good because they worked with actual physicists while making that movie. So that was with
Wow.
Matt Damon. Yeah, and they
And-
really, as far as the science goes,
Yeah.
it was pretty accurate. So
Well,
it was,
because physics and, I'm sure you guys know, or maybe not, but doctors of physics have gone into a whole nother world about spirituality and physics and how big of a thing that is, that
yeah.
it's all unexplainable. Yeah.
My stepson has his PhD in astrophysics. He
What
got
a
it.
trip.
Oh yeah, he discovered a new star that they didn't know about in Chile, when
Yeah.
maybe it was
Yeah.
like 4 years ago, and he was published and he was so excited. We listened to his thesis and we had because it was during COVID at the beginning, and we had no idea what he was talking about.
But you wanted him to read it to you. Yeah,
We-
it's a whole nother, I don't get it. Yeah.
Oh, read it. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But he would explain it from his background as far as time travel, and that's what Interstellar kind of did. But
Yeah. Well, does he
so-
have a high IQ, Stacy?
yeah,
I thought The Martian was based on science too.
Oh, I
It
like
was.
The Martian a lot.
that was good as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really good.
Did he name the star after Jenna? He should.
I know.
Named it after you, Stacy?
He was at a research center, and so it was he and a few other scientists that discovered it. So I'll get the
Wow.
sometime. Because it was published, and he
Is
was so
his name
excited.
going to be on that star? How did they name the star?
I think it was like a sequence, it was,
Oh.
and it was, AK 20 dash whatever, some strange
Yeah.
sequence. but
Right.
I'll have to pull the article because it was kind of interesting.
Well, we'll
But
call it Jenna's star.
yes,
All right. William, I adore you. Thank you so much for being on the show.
You're
We
welcome.
wanted that cue for you, Jenna, because you're
So-
gorgeous.
So we're gonna go with for next week to discuss what do we got now?
April.
I don't know.
Lazaro, let me type him out.
Lazaro Feliz, About Time, Midnight in Paris, Long Story Short, and then I got lost on 12 Monkeys and
It's
some,
on
some of
Netflix.
the others. I was like, I was trying to write some other movies down
Well,
that I might want to watch.
April, if you're gonna watch 12 Monkeys, you better take some mushrooms or something. It's kind of weird.
It's
Or
great.
maybe not.
I'm typing him out right now. About Time, Lazaro Feliz. What was the next
And
one?
I didn't get what
Leopold
William
and Leopold and Kate, if anybody can get
On
HBO
HBO.
Max. Yeah, or whatever it was. Yeah.
Long story
Okay.
short,
Long story short, I'm interested in that. That sounds interesting.
Long story short.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but it just kind of looked interesting. You know how it'll show clips if you hover off of the home page. I found when you do a search for certain types of movies, it won't give you a trailer to watch. You kind of have to do that from the home screen.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Cool. Lazaro Feliz, About Time, Leopold and Kate, Long Story Short. Anything else?
I
Oh,
have a
that was the other-
recommendation, but not for a movie. This is for a real sci-fi geek. So
Why don't we do that next week? Why don't we do sci-fi next week?
Oh,
No,
but
no, it's a
sci-fi
series.
geek.
This is just for sci-fi geeks. It's called, if anyone liked, it's called Dark. It's on Netflix. It's a German series and it is creative genius. Your mind is blown just when you think you have it, and then you just end up going to the next level. It's really fabulous. It's better
Really?
than the one Stranger Things. Everyone was like, oh, Stranger Things is so great. And it was okay. The first season was good, but Dark is fabulous for any sci-fi geeks like myself. So, and then Be Foreigners is on HBO Max, and it's in a different language. I think it's an Icelandic show. And
yeah. There've
it's-
been a lot of those. Yeah.
it's so original. So people come from this loop into modern day, and they're coming from like the Stone Age. There were Vikings, and they solved crimes. One of the Beforeigners, they're discriminated against, and becomes a police officer, and she solves crimes. And it's interesting because she was a warrior. So it's really different. So Beforeigners and on HBO Max, and Dark, so cool. But you have to like sci-fi, and it's really good. It's a mystery. It's kind of got everything, but it is really deep.
So, Stacy, off the sci-fi, but did you see the Berlin series? Really trippy about pre-World War II. I should have my title down before I mention it. It's gone now, but
I may have. I mean, I've seen so many. It's just,
yeah,
but if you think of it, text Jenna.
I will.
Yes, it does.
Or Jenna can give you my email or text.
I don't get
Yeah.
involved in that stuff. You guys figure that out. I connect everybody here, and then you go on from there.
Suzanne, what is you're thinking of a movie?
Never give anybody anything.
Science
All right,
fiction
Jenna.
movie?
Berlin something, Bill.
Oh, okay.
Really trippy series.
Now,
Oh,
was
it's
there Kate and Leopold, Jenna, was that on Netflix?
On HBO, apparently.
Okay,
Or
I just wondered
HBO
because I
Max.
didn't.
Amazon Prime. What do we want to do
HBO
for
Max.
next week?
I feel like I watched that many years ago.
Yeah,
but
you
I guess
did.
I didn't remember
You
it being.
might have
It's
been.
great.
Yeah.
It's an older movie.
Yes,
Super
yes.
Okay.
sweet.
It is sweet.
William, do
But
you want to pick next week's subject?
Science fiction would be fine. There's
Let's
plenty
do
of
it.
that.
Science fiction.
You mentioned it. We should.
But it's on HBO, right? The one that you said is good, Be Foreigners.
Yeah, that's just it's a series. It's not a movie. These two that I said are series, so it's nothing that, it's just for anybody that loves sci-fi and time travel and murder mystery. I mean, it's got everything. Yeah. And some romance. So it's kind of got everything.
Oh,
but
cool.
It's
Dark.
not club. It's just recommendation.
Okay.
So
we'll go with
sci-fi.
sci-fi for next week.
Okay.
So that one is dark, Stacey?
Dark. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's wild.
I love wild. Yeah. So
You got to really pay attention. I mean, I'm telling you, it blows your mind.
cool.
Cool. Thank you. Dark.
And Be Foreigners. Be Foreigners is quick,
I
but
love
it's
that name, The Foreigners.
It's different.
All right. I'm not as well versed in sci-fi, so this will be a good study for me. But
Yeah.
I am going to watch Lazaro Felice. I'm excited.
Well, what I do is I'll type in 10 greatest sci-fi movies and then go from there.
AI was good. Artificial intelligence.
I love AI.
Very sad.
Yeah.
And then
it's too sad. Yeah.
Good.
Well, it was sad. The way they had to make the film was sad in general.
Oh,
it was very wrenching.
Yeah.
Really sad.
Yeah, that was hard to watch. Yeah.
Spaceballs. Can't get much better than Spaceballs.
Oh, there you go. Rich Couchet. There's Spaceballs. Now we're good. Right back where you wanted to be. Well,
did William name a time travel movie?
For me?
Did you name a time travel movie, William?
Well, I named Somewhere in Time.
Okay. I just try to write them down because sometimes, I get bored and watch a lot of
No, April, we
Paris.
need you. Yeah, you're a secretary.
My favorite is Midnight in Paris because the setting of Paris in the rain is unbeatable.
I thought
it was great.
Can you send me that thing that the other person gave me to hold for me? What, Rich?
I think there's plenty of films,
No, I understand. And I'm just reading something because my mom even said, read what Rich comment to you was, but I have no idea. Good night, Patty. Maybe we'll see you tomorrow morning. Patty may be here tomorrow morning. Andrew Rader will be here tomorrow night, so I'm excited about that.
That was a terrific post you made today. Terrific post.
Maybe it's warming up.
Oh yeah.
Andy's post with the baby
Yes.
with Luca.
It's terrific.
Luca and Shauna, really funny. Well, thanks, you guys. Does anybody have a letter I can end the night with? Other than William, he always picks.
B.
That's what I was
What,
thinking.
S?
Really?
No, she always says
Cool.
not X.
Where?
Mike said X. I said no, she always says other than X.
B.
Yeah, B.
I like B. B's really cool.
I do too. It's
I'm
round.
sorry, Rich. I things kind of fly
Yeah.
by me and I don't always get the joke, but it's not that you're not kind of funny. But where's Cashew? I think Lillian, Cashew, and Maggie should be in a movie together.
Yes. We'll
Is
have
Maggie right? There's Maggie near.
we'll have a dog movie.
There's Maggie. Hi, Maggie girl.
She's getting ready for bed.
Let's see. Let me see, Stick. Oh,
She's
there
ready.
you are.
She says
She's
she's
trying to
writing.
kill her.
What's going on? Why are these people making noise? Okay. All right.
And
Everybody, it's out of sight. Say goodnight. Say goodbye. It's time to go because it's morning time. It's Tuesday, February 8th. Yes, it's morning time and I've got to go. I got to go. Be great because Lily and Pearl's got to go outside one more time. So everybody say goodnight and say good morning too. And everyone, I love you. So stay safe, stay healthy, be real nice, have fun, and come back once or twice. Everybody from the bees. Suzanne, give me a B. From your thoughts.
beauty,
Have beauty thoughts from your words. April, give me one.
bountiful,
April, give me a word. From your words, have them be.
Bountiful, bountiful.
I know, bountiful, beautiful.
Bountiful, you cheated because William told you first. So Stacy, please give me a B from your heart because it
Bodacious.
quench my
But yeah, I
Yes,
like
yeah.
that one.
have a bodacious kind of heart. And all you guys, thanks for being here from the start. Good morning and love heart. Thanks, everybody. That was
Bye.
super fun.
Bye.
Careful, April Bruce. What's going on up there?
I don't know. That's why I got sidetracked.
Maybe
again.
my neighbors are outside your
Yeah,
window.
it came from Mitch's direction. It just sounded like somebody was. So maybe is it getting warm? Maybe snow
Oh,
is
the
falling.
icicles melting.
I don't know. It was
Get
a crash, and
bad
it sounded like
tonight.
something on the window, and I was like, "It's right here, too close."
Tell us about it.
Mitch is peeking. No. Anyway, sorry I got
April.
sidetracked
Thanks, Julie.
there.
Thanks, William. Thanks, Stacy. Thanks,
guys-
everybody.
Thank you.
Good night, everyone.
Good morning.
night.
Fun, happy movie
night.
watching this week.
Yeah. Good list.
Yes,
Love hard.
Bye-bye.
real
Bye-bye.
hard.
So hard.